Okay, we're gonna give this a shot because I guess my internet's been messing up while I was gone. So there was an outage, and from what I'm told, it may be in and out. In fact, I'm popping up with the you can't see it, but I'm popping up with the Wi-Fi symbol right there. So we'll see how this is more of a test. That way I can tell the provider what's actually happening instead of going, well, something's going on. That was it sudden? Was it sudden though? What's for lunch? I didn't have anything for lunch. I get back home and it's back to just sitting on the computer all day working on stuff like the intro, which is terrible. I know, but I hate that awkward just jump into the stream thing. I never know when it starts. I just happen to be unboxing a pile of loot from Big Bad Toy Store right now. You mean like this? Like this? Big Bad Toy Store? This is one of, well, what did I, oh, okay, we'll get to that. I did already open one of my mail things, but it coincides with something I picked up. So we'll get to that. But first is, oh, gotcha. Well, silence is not bad. Filmation styled intro is cool. I use that on the Masters of the Universe Filmation. So it fit there, but I kind of want to get a collection of intros that I can use for different videos, different reviews. What hot toy? We're going to get to that. Look at that tiny pile of loot. I didn't know Big Bad Toy Store boxes came that small. Yeah, because it's one thing. Well, it is a deluxe figure, but is that about as small as they get? Now my browser's telling me to try out experimental AI features. No thanks. Stop. I've got that Marvel Select Beta Ray bill in my pile of loot as we speak. I got them for $18 the other day. Oh, did I miss out? Is it still $18? Because I've been kind of flip-flopping on that one. I like, well, you know that. All y'all know that. I like the big Select figures. Have you seen the new Target Optimus Prime that comes with Bullseye? I don't like little pictures. Like on my phone, I saw the, hey, so-and-so posted this picture, but I haven't actually clicked them to see what's going on yet. Where do I want to put this? Because it seems to mess up my microphone when I do it. I didn't see an out intro. Oh, you jumped in late. Unless it didn't play. And it may have, well, it may have not done it. Yesterday I got Not Donatello, awesome figure. Oh, I'm going to have to check 5K Toys. I sometimes miss their second payment in email. It goes to my spam folder for some reason. One day deal on that Beta Ray. That's my luck. Afternoon, Savage Saint. I don't know. I don't collect Simpsons. I don't know Simpsons. I watched the first couple of seasons back decades ago, last century, and that was about it. I haven't watched much since. Do a classic Beta Ray build for Marvel Legends. I do like that modernized one a bit, but yeah, we need the fully armored, full-on Beta Ray build classic. What are reviews on the recent Infinite Crisis Wave QC issues? I haven't seen anything about those. I've been out of town for a week. That Snout Spout ordered? No, I didn't. I think I think as far as Masters of the Universe goes, I'm all in on the Filmation stuff because that twangs so many nostalgia strings. Have you seen the new Street Sharks? Yes, I did, but I don't know enough about Street Sharks to know if those are just reissues or if they're new sculpts. Or or what? That's Veeb's department to tell me, hey, they're street sharks. Oh, we had a static picture of toys in bags, then suddenly Robo talking. Well, dang. All that work for an intro. You didn't see this? Oh. It may have been the wrong button. But no. YouTube notifications were late for me. Stream was well started, but that's just how YouTube does. Booty Hole was my nickname in prison. Wait a second. Eagerly for the Thunder Toys Sam Elliott Ghost Rider on 5K. What? Really? Is there going to be the horse too, or is it just Sam Elliott? What is it? Not Crypt Keeper. What was his name, or what did they call him? Holding off on clearing out my pile of loot for now. Got the YOLO Park Megatron, which I still need to open. I think I'm going to wait for Optimus and just do a double review. M.A.S.K Gambit and 4 each of the 60th anniversary G.I. Joe classified figures waiting to ship. That may be what's in this box. I'm now opening Jack-O-Lantern. I was looking forward to him. In the comics, I prefer him to Goblin. Oh, man. I saw that wave was in stock at CMD, but I love ordering from there because of, get them out of the way. I can get them now. But I'm being because of shipping costs. I'm keeping it to just stuff that I want that Jack-O-Lantern. I really, really do. But X-Men are higher on the pecking order. So I got the Angel, and then I'll wait for retail around here to get Jack-O-Lantern. Or I think I have it pre-ordered on Amazon. I'm pretty sure. Do you have an itch for that third-party Count Duckula figure? I'm thinking I need it. It looks good. It really, really does. And I remember Count Duckula a little bit, not enough to really, really want the figure. But we'll see. I doubt I'll get it, but I'm sure Veebs did. And hopefully I'll make my way up to his house sometime in the next month or so. And we'll see how that, now I'll get to lay hands upon it. When you unboxing the big bad toy store box right now, as soon as right before I get into the rest of the stuff. Which figure are you going for first at the Walmart con? Let's bring that up real quick, because I did a quick run through yesterday after I finally got out of bed, and where am I? What's going on here? Oh, okay. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I didn't have this queued up. You guys were right. I was running late. I got out here right as I got the camera into position, clicked the button, and went. I didn't have anything set up. Okay. What is... Oh, no. Still got to do this. Present. Share screen. Entire screen. This screen. Share. Hide. Okay, we knew about this Captain America. It's okay. It's kind of cool that it's coming out the same week, at least going out for pre-order in the same week as the Zola and Zemo pack on Amazon. So there's just a Hydra celebration going on, isn't there? And then, wait a second. What is... There's my background. Silly. Okay, this we didn't know about, right? The Night Force Shockwave with Night Pursuit Cycle, which is essentially just repaint, right? He's large. March 25th for... yeah, we'll see how Amazon does. I'm actually in Italy. I have no idea how we got those early. Seems like some overseas collectors have already put up reviews, right? Hello, this is Silverhawks. You called us fake. Mad. You can't be mad if you don't exist. Just saying. I saw that run across my phone over the weekend. I haven't actually went and looked at the big pictures on my computer yet. That's how, like I said, I helped with his booth, which means setting up, helping out the whole weekend, and then tearing down, making the drive back, doing shopping on the way. So I haven't had a chance to look. Tomorrow's going to be my day to go through the pictures for the rewind this weekend. Lunchstream. Oh, okay. Spoiler, it's probably going to be that R4 unit. It's going to be the first thing. Danger Mouse would be sick. I remember seeing it on PBS as a kid a couple times, but thought I imagined it a long time ago. Danger Mouse. I had to scroll back up because I saw this one. Agreed, Katie. I want DM2. And I thought, what are y'all private messaging about? I wanted the Dave Wonder Fight Club head, but I guess I shouldn't talk about it being fight. Oh, you broke the first rule. Is that Firefly's drone reused? It is. I do believe it's been a little while since I've messed with that that drone, that first Firefly pack. In fact, I need to open up the second one, the more classic one. But yeah, it is reuse. And I love how they pack stuff in here. Get over there. Drones and guns and guns and knives and knives and guns and big guns and then the motorcycle. I got the Tiger Force of this with Duke, and then I got the original. I don't know if I need another. Well, I say that. I don't actually have Shockwave. So we'll see. I don't know. Tomorrow's another day. Oh, I appreciate it, Adam. Happy birthday, belated Robo Broski. I want to get Detroit Steel, or Detroit Steel, depending on your area, or Ironmonger because they share the same body. When will you add the word much to... Robo don't know much, but he knows he loves you. And that may be... Hello, Briar Shin. My only issue is that I'm pretty sure he can't carry all that gear. No, there's no way he can carry all that gear. He only has 2 hands and a holster and a backpack. Well, I don't know. There's something going on here. Again, I don't have Shockwave, so I don't know what his back looks like. But that'll go on the motorcycle. He can hold that. That'll be holstered. That may be able to go on the backpack. Oh, no, that's holstered. Oh, other hand. Other hand. Does the backpack have the thing on top? Yes. Is that a Firefly's original backpack? Do the feet of the drone go in there? Does the feet of the drone go in there? I would love to see a video of your collection of Marvel Legends, DC, and others. Right now, it's a complete and utter mess because I've just been shoving stuff on the shelves. I need to get out here and do some shelves out. I wasn't going to, but I think because of space issues and everything else, and this, I want to put my favorite collections, my favorite displays out here, and then use the office to just display stuff that I kind of like. You know, there's like, and then there's just like. World don't move to the feet of just one drone. You can't trick me. I saw that coming. It's Firefly V1 backpack, so that's cool. Oh, the peg on the bottom of the backpack was for the dynamite that came with Firefly, and they left out for this. So maybe you can shove another... Wait, no, there's not any grips on top of these, huh? And the knife. Does he have? Okay, he's got one sheath down here. Oh, and there's another sheath right there. He can get the majority. Who's your favorite G.I. Joe character or most lovable character? That would be the Snow Serpent. No contest. I did order the Rage toys. I'm waiting on 5K. He can carry most of his loadout on the Fig. The LMG is a no-go. That's okay. Maybe you can shove it down between the sidecar and the motorcycle. The motorcycle should have some kind of plug-in things that have just hooks where you can loop the trigger guards onto them. I have slowed way down on DC stuff because of other stuff coming out. DC's my kind of, well, we'll see in a minute. That's kind of my, well, I'm not really finding anything else, or I need to really, really have it. No, Chuckles was, Chuckles is Veebs. I didn't find out until Classified started that Chuckles was from Little Rock, so he's a hometown boy. So he got bought, and he'll probably hang out with Razorback. But we'll have to get to that. Hello, Robo in chat. Quick Kick and Ship Work. It's up there for all to see. Have the best qualities. Polly want a cracker. DC are slow month purchases. It is. Unless I really, really want. Again, I have one sitting right here. Oh, one new, one old. One was a hell of a deal, so I couldn't pass up. Okay. CollectorCon real quick. I'm iffy on this. Probably not, because I've designed myself to just getting G.I. Joes that hit me right here, or main characters that I remember from the cartoon. You think Chuckles and Razorback know how to call the hogs? Oh, I'd call the hogs until we get that Naugahyde set, and then the hog will be here. Hello, Robo Joe. That's another G.I. Joe on the list. Okay. Don't need a Hydra Cap. This is interesting. The Monday Night Ultimate Edition Monday Night War Mankind. But I don't do wrestling figures. Yes, I did buy some, as you see from the thing. Again, I only collect like my favorite characters. There's no way in hell I can go back and get all the wrestling figures. This is definitely on the list. R4 unit on that beautiful, much needed new body that they've made for the Astromechs, because they finally fixed the damn size on it. Night Owl, probably not. It's cool, but I already have this in a slightly blue color, and I don't need to build, at least at this moment. If I find it at Walmart and it eventually goes on clearance, then maybe, but nah. I'm just getting Prowler. Sweet. When is this lit? It is tomorrow at 7 a.m. Pacific. I kind of want that Walmart Krang. Is that the big crazy looking one? Ultimate Ghostface Inferno, probably not. Prowler is maybe on the list. I like these lighter colors. The Rock, no, I don't need. Well, if I were to get one of the, I'd have to have Rock and Sock. Oh, this Krang. Is this what you were talking about? I'm still back and forth on the Masters crossover with Turtles. It's cool. I may get my favorites, but like I said, when it comes to Masters, I'm very focused on the Filmation. I don't know what this is, the Sandwich Press. The Turtles original series 4-pack don't need this. Is this made up? I track of Transformers after, well, in fact, right there, do you still do Transformers? I'm only trying to fill out my G1 collection, like the first couple seasons, maybe the movie here and there. It's Sting. The Prowler is a definite upgrade, but I wish shooting effects for his bracelet thingy. Wait a second. Oh, that Prowler. I crossed wires with Sting. I was like, Sting and his shooty bracer things. Yeah, some shooting effects would be cool for that. Didn't he use the ones on his legs too to jump extra high or something? Or am I just making that up? There have been videos in the past where I showed my actual booty and people green screened them out and made them memes. No, it's a deep cut. That's what I kind of, because you Google either whatever the name, Star Raider Ferric or White Cyclonus, and it doesn't come up with a lot of info. So, what's going on, Slade? It's from the IDW comic. Okay. That retro. Okay, yeah, let's get into that. I don't need this. Booker T's cool, but I guess it's the whole assortment of Monday Night Wars. That makes sense. This is definitely on the list. It's a little behind the R4 unit, but Warduke's high on the list. And look, you already saved $5. It's crazy. It's already on sale and it hasn't even went up yet. But I do like these colors. Well, I don't know. I really like the realistic look for Warduke. So we'll see. I don't know. It's neat for its retroness, and it saves $5. Warduke need. Can you dig it, suckers? Okay, trading cards, no. Sting is high on the list, too. It may go R4, Warduke, Sting. But Sting and Warduke are very neck and neck. And I do like this. I do like this look. I do. Really, really. Well, they probably can't do it, can they? WWE probably owns. Do they own his likeness to when he was WCW Crow Sting with the long hair hanging down and stuff? And the more tights look? Well, I guess he has that under here. I don't know. Don't need Rob Van Dam. It is cool. I don't need Matt or Nick Jackson. Is this IDW again? Oh, they made Harlem Heat. Okay. And then the deep cut knockoff Masters of the Universe. No. Mossman is interesting because it's not flocked. That's pretty much it. Are we all in on Street Sharks? No, I don't. The only thing I remember about Street Sharks, I guess, but it's the Vin Diesel Toy Fair promo. Did you get the NECA Elkhorn? Also, the AEW Supreme Collection figures are sadly exclusive to Walmart now. Oh, so they all are. Am I seeing Jericho? Somebody else? And I haven't got Elkhorn yet. That's one of those run across in the store finds. Actually Googled Walmart CollectorCon and it comes up direct link to here. The flock is just translucent. No, you shut up. You shut up. These are cool. Don't get me wrong. These are cool in a very retro way, but I don't do Origins. I don't keep track of Origins unless it's Filmation, I guess. Guerrero's cool. The Last Ronin is okay. I haven't bought any of The Last Ronin. I haven't read the story. I'm not getting the figures. Then a couple of Transformers and this. So, London After Midnight, Lon Chaney. Edward C. Burke. It's okay. It's cool. But yeah, so I'm in for 3-ish. This is my main grab. I am Street Shark. Hand Shark. We're all in on Vin Diesel. Did you get the Jedi Toys Mega Man figures? No, I did not. I think, just to be spiteful, Veebs has one for me up at his house. But I'm not a big Mega Man guy. I love figures, But again, the budget, the almighty budget. I got to focus on what I really, really want. I want to. Robo's greatest nightmare, invisible flocking. That's like a trap. That's like a, just, it's even worse when you don't realize it. Krang is $79. Is it? $24.97. Is that? You don't want bloody pincushion, Raph? I don't even see that. Have they not shown anything? They're still announcing stuff right now. Didn't I see did Star Wars announce the Imperial 3-pack and then a very, very cool vintage collection Night Trooper Enoch that I wish was 6-inch scale? I did see a lot of vintage collection this weekend that was tempting, but I didn't do it. That's what I've heard. The Mega Man figures are super fun toys. I think you'll like them, at least Mega Man. I'm not sure which one he has. He has many. I think he's bought a case. 79 from third party. Oh, yeah. To hell with that, because it's not even out yet. I'm on the official Walmart CollectorCon. The CollectorCon sneak peek. You know, boom. R4 to Shockwave. Oh man, turkey sandwich and barbecue chips for lunch. I noticed Cheetos had a new flavor, buffalo, which I love. I love buffalo, and Cheetos are cool too. But they've only had the big bag at my local Walmarts. On the trip, I don't have it out here for any of my haul, but I found a little itty bitty bag that I'm about to try sometime, maybe tonight for dinner. Wait, I still can't find the invisible jet from Superpowers for Wonder Woman. I saw that many times at many Walmarts over the past weekend. As an old man, okay, wait, hold on. As an old man now, I try to get grasp of nostalgia cartoon figures that reminds me of good old days, like Street Sharks and Biker Mice from Mars, all thanks to Wade. You saying the 90s? Okay, the 90s was 3 decades ago. So I get it. Nostalgia, and I've got nostalgia for a lot of the 90s stuff too. But does good old days cartoons makes me feel old. Buffalo Cheetos for dinner. Not for dinner, after dinner or during dinner or whatever the hell I eat tonight. You saw Invisible Jet? Yes. Okay. Did you set me up for that joke just to do that? Is that? I had a can of sausage gumbo. Sausage gumbo sounds pretty good. I haven't checked out the Japanese Doritos unless it's like a taste test thing on YouTube. I click those. Yeah, good old days, the 70s and 80s. And even cartoons from the 60s that they showed on Cartoon Express. Get out of my live stream, you asshole. Because that was the running joke. Every time I'd say, there's the invisible jet the guy I was with was just like, where? Dad jokes. You know, okay. I get that. I really, really do. Have you ever been embarrassed to say you collect toys? It's something I've always struggled with, but try to embrace. At one point, early on, I guess when I first got back into it or something, it would be when I'd get to the register, it'd be, oh no, these are for my kids or this. But then it slowly just transitioned. I don't know if it's because I got older and do not give a shit anymore, or I turned it into, no, I just need the heads, or I need that leg and that body. I'm going to tear them apart, put them together to try to. But then it just like, whatever. I'm buying toys. What's it matter? It doesn't matter at all. But it does take some. I do understand being embarrassed. There's nothing wrong with that because of what other people think or whatever. But as you get older or more comfortable, I buy toys for my child, my inner child. Represent. Woohoo! Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Appreciate it, JB. Woohoo! Live booty haul and barbecue chips for dinner. Happy Wednesday, Robo. Yeah, booty haul and barbecue chips. That's the name of my next band that plays nothing. We just stand on stage, stare awkwardly. The older get, the less you care about what people think. And I'm getting older, where I find myself saying stuff just out loud that should stay in here, and it's just like, whatever. Yes. I bought a figure the other day, and the lady checking me out asked if I was going home to play with it. I replied with an emphatic yes. I'm so sorry, Robo. I know the feeling. I'm 45 now and know you are older, but it doesn't matter really. I know that. I was just saying that cartoons in the 90s. Well, okay, it goes back to the music from the 90s being on the oldies station now and stuff. It doesn't work in my brain because, oh man, in the 90s, it's been further from now to the 90s cartoons than it was some of the stuff I was watching in the 80s to old cartoons. That felt like throwback stuff. Ray, if someone asks if you collect toys, you say yes. We become more childlike as we get older, just talking with filters and not caring what people think. And diapers. I'm working my way back to diapers. I don't care. Most of the time, most of the employees ask me if I resell them or if I'm a collector. I had one say that she's glad her kids aren't into them as I was price matching them. I did, as much as I hate to say it, a lot of the I don't hate to say it. Fuck that. Shows like Big Bang and all the comic book movies that's happened over the 10, 15 years has made be a lot more mainstream, and that's only better for us. One, we get more shit. That's really what it comes down to. And two, we're out there. We're out and about. What did I just say about getting older and not caring? I'm working my way to you, babe. Motu 2000X was over 20 years ago. I know. I started back into Star Wars with Power of the Force 2 and the special editions. So that was 30 years. No, it's been about 28. Let's not call it 30 until it's actually 30. Okay. How long has it been? Oh my God, 35 minutes, and I haven't talked about anything. Well, we talked about Walmart Collecticon. Let's open up this box from Big Bad Toy Store. Because Big Bad Toy Store, link in the description. Gotta get used to saying it. Go click the link. It helps out. Y'all know what this is. I said what it was earlier. Did Jim Lee X-Men designs make you feel disappointed or make you feel like, nah, can't beat the classics? At the time, I will say there's a small period of time in my life where I was like, no, it was better when I was reading it and everything. Because I was graduating high school right about then. I was in high school. Priorities were changing. So there was a very... It was abrupt change. This is completely different. So I found that to be a nice jumping off point. Then the cartoon came along. And I know there was a lot of people that didn't know the comic books that was watching it at the time and everything. So that's cool, right? But to me, it wasn't the Savage Land. It wasn't Outback. It wasn't classic. But I've come to appreciate it a lot more, much like the prequels and everything. But it's not my favorite era. But it seems to be Hasbro's favorite era until they're going to finish. Well, with the cartoon coming back, I get it. In fact, we're going to look at it. That's the most complete collection of X-Men I have on my shelf. So I can't hate it. Open. Oh, Star Wars is 3 years away from turning 50. I know. I was at Celebration for the 40th. Magical time. I can only imagine what the 50th is going to be like. I haven't walked into an intervention for my addiction yet, so there's that. Is it New Joe's? It is. It's the Action Soldier Infantry, which I didn't. Okay, the biggest reason I got this because Big Bad posted this for $25, and then they honored that price at the end, so that's cool. And but there's a lot of the same stuff we just looked at with Shockwave, right? But it's cool. It's gonna be like just a soldier on the shelf. See how this goes. I'm gonna scroll past all this. We're old shit. Are you planning on watching the new? We'll see. I feel like I need to go watch. I went to go back. One night recently, in the past couple of weeks, I did turn on the first episode of X-Men the Animated Series, and I fell asleep. I will admit it was late, so I can't hold that against it. And I do absolutely love when Jubilee gets off the bus to check on her parents after the whole mall happening, and that Sentinel is standing against the wall, and she just runs past it, and he's like, "She didn't see me. I'm hiding." That was awesome. It was pure silliness, and that's okay. That's not what I hold against it. It's just that era I don't have a lot of attachment to. I too want an Astonishing Colossus. That would be awesome. Ain't nothing wrong with watching Tremors and missing this. That's okay. I will admit, Jim Lee Cyclops, the Cockrum design is my Cyclops. And then probably Astonishing next. Maybe they're neck and neck. But Jim Lee's design, the asymmetrical strap going to it, I will say I do like that. And I probably have the most figures of that design. It's not bad. Finally, the Robo has come back to 90s cartoons. I pre-ordered that while it was $25.99, and Big Bad honored. Yeah, it is very, very cool. They could have easily sent out an email and say, "Oops, we screwed up," but they owned up to it. 90s X-Men animated series does not hold up. Well, a lot of animated series from back in the day don't hold up. What's happening? Mr. I've got my own con. Can we please get some Tremors toys? I want a big hand puppet of the... We also need Outback Colossus. Sentinel hiding was like giggles. I love it. In fact, whenever I finally get my Sentinel displayed somewhere, I may have it standing with its back off to the side or something. I will say, real quick, I did get to catch up on, was it SmackDown, where Cody and Seth faced off with Rock and Roman? So good. So good. Just enough of each. The Rock does get repetitive. That's The Rock, that's 90s style promo. It's just Hammer it, hammer it, hammer it. Did CB did a 3D printed trimmer. That's cool. And I think that's part of the character. That's part of the gimmick, is that it's not quite. It's like, yeah. Like Seth said, Mr. Midlife Crisis. It just, pow, fit perfect. In the name. On part, it's the gimmick. You saw it was going to go where he was going to cock block, and then the fans were like, no, and so he's still finding his way in. My prediction is that Seth and Cody are going to lose night 1, and then it's going to be all the odds against Cody night 2, but he's going to have his super friends, his Justice League, come in, and it's going to be a big just brawl, and then hopefully Cody wins, but that may be too obvious. But I don't know how they could. If Cody loses, there's no way to walk it back. There's no way to get back to this point that they're at right now. I did see that. I don't need all the Optimus Primes unless they're from different companies in a G1 design. There's also that. I've seen all the videos people have made of all the hints where he didn't hold up the one, or he was looking in the wrong direction when he said something, or yeah. Robo, I just got Flock Splinter. You're missing out. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. This is cool. Thank you. We'll see what this. But what day did I leave out for Kansas City Planet Comicon? It was Tuesday, because there was 2 days of setup at the show. So we headed out. We stopped and ate in Northwest Arkansas. It's about a 4-hour drive from here. We stopped and ate Northwest Arkansas, Fayetteville area, drove on through. It was getting dark, and we get to Butler, which is my usual stop when I'm heading up to Veeb's house. We stopped at that Walmart, and I picked up, wrong one, the AEW, Jazzwares AEW Unrivaled Danhausen. Finally got it. What type of heat gun do you use? Oh, you're going to make me go get it, aren't you? Hold on. I use a Craftsman. I don't know what model this is. Type 1 CMEE 531. But I like it because it has a temperature knob. I can turn it down. It's not quite. It's still hot. And I don't know if it gets down to like hair dryer temperature, but it works. And I can control it a little bit. This is the Johnny Storm 5000. Pow! I'm going to set that on the floor because I haven't used it. No swearing. But what's interesting about this is it's from last year, but that's the thing about, I'm going to say backwoods, Missouri Walmarts. But it's not really backwoods. It's right there on the main strip. It's on the main highway. But apparently this has been sitting for a while because I picked it up, walked over to the clearance aisle, walked over to groceries to look at the ice cream because I like ice cream. And then I came back. I was walking back with this in my hand. An employee pulled out of electronics, and we kind of did this. And he goes, "You're not putting that back, are you?" I was like, "No, I'm getting it. It's a Danhausen." He was like, "Good. It's been sitting here forever," which makes sense because there were no other AEW figures at that Walmart that I remember, at least not from this wave, because I would have picked up Sting. And if I got Sting, I would probably get Darby because I don't collect wrestling figures unless they're toy collectors or face paint, I guess. I don't know. But I would need that tag team. And I don't know what the difference between this Sting and the one that's coming to Walmart is. But I'm just happy to have Danhausen. I've got the Ringside Collectibles exclusive, and then I got the 2-pack. Right here. But I wanted his entrance gear. And then so I have wrestling, and I have entrance. I still haven't... I did leave that in the box. That opening cape flap is brilliant. I love it. And I'm not as interested in having the figure itself in the gray tights, which I guess was a one-off or very limited. It's as safe as boiled water. Okay. I also prefer a regular hair dryer. It doesn't get as hot. I do admit that. That's why I have that turn down. But the pros and cons of heat gun versus water. Heat gun is for like quick pop, where you can get up under places, like when there's an opening. Heat gun's okay for that, but it's not consistent. It's not consistent. Like you'll be heating one side, turn around, heat the other side. With water, you can dunk the whole thing, and I feel like it's much more encompassing, which is water. It's all around. It's heating everything. So if I'm a lot of popping, I'll take it inside to the kitchen and heat some water and everything and just dunk a bunch of figures and go at it. And if it's still tight, dunk it back in the water or heat it up some more. It's much more mass poppage. But if I'm just out here in the shop and I need like a pin pulled or something like that, I will heat. But the deeper the peg is, like, what am I going to say here? You can get all the way around the leg. There's just places where the heat doesn't seem to get to. So water is better the deeper the peg is, or the bigger, or it just depends on the situation. Heat gun and hair. Yeah, there you go. Especially after painting, because not putting it in the water has its perks after painting. And you have access to the pegs. They're open. So you can just heat up what needs to be heated up, like the socket itself, but not the peg. Because the peg stays stiff, the socket becomes soft. Where are we going with this? Booty haul. Be formless, shapeless, like water. It's like a finger pointing away to the moon. Do not focus on the finger, or you will miss all of that heavenly glory. Water gets in all the crevasses. I think I'm working on that. The next play day is actually, Big Bad Toy Store has sent me some stuff to play day with, some Star Wars stuff. So I'm going to show some popping. I'm going to show some pulling. I'm going to show some grinding, maybe some painting, which is a pain in the ass because I have to get so close that the camera has no angle except the back of my head or the back of my hand. So I'm working on that. I think I have it, but we'll see. But yeah, rebuilding figs after swapping it, a little more involved instead of going, hey, look at this custom I did. We'll get to that in a second. How much does the carpet monster grow with the amount that you feed it? That's another thing out here. I have gym mats down. They just bounce. Although I will, the Marvel Legends No Way Home, Spider-Man 2 Doc Ock with those pinchers that are articulated. If he falls forward, those things will shoot off. So it took me a little bit to find those, but I did eventually run across it. I think it was pretty cool. Some pulling and grinding after a booty haul. Spoiling with stiff pegs and soft sockets. I can't help myself. If you put water in a cup, it becomes the cup. Okay, from there, before the show, or maybe it was a setup night, we went to eat. We stopped at a Walmart and a Target, and at Target I found some X-Men 97. I know we were just talking about the cartoon, and how I'm not really attached to the cartoon. I don't have a lot of experience with it, although I know it's X-Men and the basic storylines and everything. But, oops, wrong hand. But this Kurt is a very, very nice upgrade to the Nightcrawler body we already had. And it was too good to pass up, so I grabbed it. And then I have made a custom Goblin Queen, but I like the design of this too. So I get it. This is not the classic Goblin Queen. This is not a substitute for what they showed with the, or what they could have done, classic Goblin Queen, but it's still a 9, and all the major elements are there. So I grabbed it. Plus, nope, here, I don't care about baby Nathan in my X-Men display. It's neat, but I think for this may finally kickstart my, was it 90s? Nomad. With the big hair and the sunglasses. This will be baby Bucky that he can carry around on his back. All it needs is a domino mask and then take the X's off. So this was cool. I wanted the figure and I wanted this for custom. And then Nightcrawler, since I have a Cockrum Nightcrawler head, is it Cockrum? And Alan Davis Nightcrawler head, I needed 2. So I had one in the mail from Amazon when I got home. And it's much nicer than I expected. I expected it to just be the limbs we already had with the sculpted boot tops and glove tops to match the sculpted line on the chest. But no, they matched a lot of the musculature, but they thickened up. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I'm going to do this in a video, so it'll be more apparent. But they also thickened up the thigh or the calves, and maybe the thighs a little bit. They went pinless, which a lot of people, that's the determining factor if they're going to buy Marvel Legends these days. And there's also a bigger bicep, so they thickened him up overall just slightly. He still has gymnast proportions, but it works so much better than these reused limbs on the new torso. Another thing, see the gap on the original Nightcrawler's hips where the leg and the crotch, there's some space. On the new one, they made it fit a little better, not as much gap. And then the reds are just slightly brighter. That's really, so it's not just pinless and seamless. It is very, very nice. And then that's a Casting Cave custom head. So I have the second open up to put in my Excalibur display with the Alan Davis head, which I didn't bring out. Shouldn't he be slimmer? Different artists' interpretations. It's just different Nightcrawlers. If you like him slimmer, there's the original. He doesn't have quite the muscle definition on the back of the legs and the arms. But it's not bodybuilder proportions on the new one. It's just a little more shapely. See, he's still thin. He's just upgraded, updated slightly. The tail is this. Okay, not on this one. I have 2 of the originals too. On this one, I don't know if the tail got out of shape or something. It's not quite like this, but on my second one that I still have on the shelf, it's shaped exactly like this. And then you can, I love how it comes down around the leg, but if you're posing, you can just bring it up and it's off to the side or just point it down or whatever. But I love it right here on the shelf because it doesn't get into other figures while still giving him the tail. I like Nightcrawler, and I'm way more excited than I should be over a slight upgrade. Okay, off to do some business. I'll talk to you later, Josh. Yeah, it's a nice improvement. Going to repaint the pinned Nightcrawler into the X-Force suit. No, that's a good idea. Green and black Sharpie pins equals custom Baby Hulk. Smash. This is the exact same sculpt that came as Baby Hulk in the Old Man Logan and Hawkeye 2-pack. Well, it may be a different face. Maybe. I don't know what's exactly reused, but it's the same basic figure. Oh, yeah, there you go. And I have that somewhere, but this works out. I don't have to paint skin tone or anything else. I just got to do just a little boop and done. How's the ab crunch on your Nightcrawler? Mine is like a light switch, like from attached back to fully crunched in one click. Okay, there's one click, and then there's a little more, and then when you go back, there's a click, and there's a click. So I don't know if it's not fully engaging. It's a nice click, and I kind of would have liked a floater, like a ball joint or a dumbbell joint, but that does crunch. And then back is one click. Wait. Oh, yeah, one click. Oh, sometimes it engages and sometimes it doesn't. It looks so good. Damn it. I don't know why. I just love this design, and seeing it in plastic form is Nomad. Are we talking about the Sepultura song? Where are the suction cups? They didn't go that retro with it. Put the baby with VHS Daredevil, and you've got Guardian Devil. Oh, is that a thing? The Nightcrawler feet are not the same as the old one. You're right. It's the same. Whoa, that's weird. Okay. What about the hands? The hands are close to this. Well, I don't know. Oh, okay. The extra hands. Oh, yeah, I do. It's new hands, too. Well, okay. The left may be the same, but the right isn't, since it doesn't have anything to grip. There's two fists, but the relaxed hand is different. It's just a little bit more relaxed, I guess. It's not a grip. And then the feet are the same. Well, that's really apparent when I put it up there. It's the same concept, but it's just thickened up a little bit and not quite as detailed. Like they cartooned it slightly, which is okay. In fact, it makes it a little bit more better proportioned. It's more of a face. Interesting. Thank you for pointing that out, because a quick glance, well, I only did this last night, so I haven't had a chance to look at it super close. But now I won't get in the review or play day or wherever I'm going to feature this and go, well, it's everything else is the same shape. And then the whole comment section goes, you're a dumbass. Oh, and Baby Nightcrawler. Yeah, I forgot about that. Did that come with VHS Mystique? Roots. Bloody roots. Nightcrawler is more fingery. Yes. Wolf War Territory. That's what sticks in my head every time. That album's awesome. Nightcrawler is going to need an ex-chiropractor. That's, yeah. Sounds like me these days. But I don't care what the comments are. Where did I go from there? Was it the same targets? Maybe it was maybe we hit two targets, but that's where I found this. And the things you'll buy when it's on clearance, because it says $7.49, but they were doing percentage off that too, so it was $4. And for $4, with Naugahyde coming, I could not pass up a cheap gag to put Timon and Pumbaa with Yabo and, oh my god, I forgot the name of the pig. Pigskin. Yeah, because it's been 2 weeks. I need that Timon and Pumbaa. But, or I can put Simba with those two. Pork belly. There you go. Thank you. $4. Yeah, well, Hakuna Matata. I can, there's a lot of use I can get out of related Pumbaa and a stand there Timon and Simba. Simba's on a ball joint on the head. It's nicely articulated. It's again $4. Yeah, that's a steal. It's okay. We all buy some weird stuff when it's on clearance. And yeah, I'll get some use out of this. This will show up in some videos. Aladdin is the best of the three. I saw that, but I thought, where could I put that in? I don't know. Did you get any of the McFarlane statue figures? They're 6-inch scales. The weapons are definitely worth getting, but the retail price point is quite high. I'm not sure of the 6-inch scale statues. Of this? Of whatever the game is? I haven't even had a chance to look at the Animal Warriors of the Kingdom Kickstarter yet. What all is involved there? I didn't see a Wall-E set. I only saw this at one Target. I saw a lot of the Aladdins. But this will come in handy. I'll probably run this joke into the ground for the next several months and then get sick of it myself and then be like, no more. Then the show started. And before the show started, we went looking around the floor and came across this booth, and they had the Mattel DC Universe Classics, Azrael, Batman, and Batman. And when I saw it, I was like, I don't think I have the red Azrael. Or Azrael. Azrael. Is that the cat from Smurfs? Azrael. I think I do, because I'm not sure if I have this Batman floating around in the tubs anywhere with this. He's got kind of a slash across his chest. Now, most of this stuff's in a tub. One day I will have it all out because I love the who's who-ness of a DC Universe Classics display. I love going to Veeb's house and seeing his all lined up and going, oh, I remember that, and I remember that. They got to M.A.S.K and the jungle guy, and the head style changed and stuff. But for the most part, it's very, very, very handbooky, you know? So I wanted this. Plus, again, talking about prices being the determining factor of buying some things, this was $15. So, and I was already kind of jonesing for a red Azrael in this armor because of the McFarlane announcement with the big blade cape thing. So this does nice. 2 figures for cheaper than I would have got that red Azrael. So, yeah, cool set, Blast from the Past. I think this was expensive back in the day, so I passed on it. Or I thought, well, I've got the blue one. Do I need the other one? Or I'm going to look in this tub when I get to the DC Universe Tales from the Tubs and find this Batman and this Batman. Who knows? But for $15, it's cool. Speaking of price, and I know you saw it in the thumbnail because some of you commented on it. I got this hot toy. Do this without telling what it is. Oh, the number on top. Oh, there it is right there. But I have very few Hot Toys. I have Dark Knight Joker. Amazing. That was the first Hot Toys I ever got. My wife got it for me for Christmas. And there was literal tears just because you didn't have to spend this much money. It's a kick-ass looking Joker that's so lifelike with the grenades and the skin texture and everything. It was just a moment. And my wife knows that she can get Hot Toys every now and then because I don't have them. It's something that she knows she can get without me going, well, I've already got one of those out in the shop, because that's happened before too, or out in the collection or on the shelf or whatever. So she ended up getting me a bank robber Joker at vintage stock too, no box, for a good price. This was back when Hot Toys were not as expensive as they are now. Oh, there it is. And what else do I have? She got me a crow for my birthday. See, again with the face paint, guys. There's something about figures with face paint, or characters with face paint. I built the Bandai 1/6 scale Stormtrooper model kit, and instead of just showing that like that, I ended up with a Han Solo custom head off eBay that looks very Hot Toys-ish. So it's up there. And then, is that all I have? I got a body for the policeman Joker that came with that Dark Knight Joker, which she got on Amazon for $150 at the time. It was crazy how good of a deal. And then she paid like $110 for the bank robber at vintage stock. But another Hot Toy I have is Deadpool. And when I saw, I thought, you know what? This would be a nice companion piece to that Deadpool. I have Deadpool 1 Deadpool, I believe. So I got Deadpool 2 Cable, because it was on. It was for $150 at the show, and I thought, you know what? This is gonna sound weird. $150 isn't bad for a Hot Toy. And then I was talking to somebody at the show, and they said, "Well, you have Deadpool 1." Well, there it is right there. Okay, it was $167.99, which is, yeah, down from $279.99. I think you can get them on eBay for about this price, but I was at the show right there. Here, take my money. I will walk away with Cable. No shipping costs, no nothing. But I've got Deadpool 1 Deadpool. I've got Deadpool 2 Cable. If they come out with a Wolverine for Deadpool 3, then I'll have kind of a cool group from each movie, and, you know, the main sidekicks. So that's cool. It's another Hot Toy. And I was feeling the rush of being at a Comic-Con and having some toys already, and you know how it is. It's right there. Have to get it. No tax. No tax. $150 is a great deal. Cable is racist, went out of his way to kill Black Tom Cassidy. Cheap. Yeah, it's like I'm definitely not going to get into a lot of Hot Toys. That's why I haven't bought a actual Star Wars Hot Toys, because you have to pair them up. Of course, that's what I just did with Deadpool, but I'm good with just this pairing, you know? With Star Wars, whoever I get, have either the opposite, you know, the adversary or the companion piece, and that just leads to more companion pieces. You know, you get Han Solo, you got to have Chewie. Then you need Princess Leia. Then, of course, you need Luke, who Obi-Wan. Then you're missing the droids for that display. And who are they fighting? You got to put them against Darth Vader, maybe some stormtroopers. It's just a no. I have a very small display. The Deadpool Wave Build-A-Figure Juggernaut. It would be cool if it was Juggernaut. My dad got me the DC 2-pack for Christmas back in 2015. Was it that long ago? You only paid $14 too much. But yeah, not bad. Could have been worse. I probably shouldn't have bought it. You know, because now I have to open it up, mess with it, put it in the display. I know, it's terrible. It sucks. But, okay. I think that's all I bought at the show. with those. So it balances out. I could have bought a whole hell of a lot of loose Marvel Legends for possible customs, but I didn't because the loose figure guy was there and so many figures for $10. Oh, so many figures. Wrong. No, 1/6 wrong direction. Come to the 118. No. All these Walmarts that we hit and Targets, I saw a lot of. I said it earlier. I saw a lot of vintage collection figures that are very, very nice. I don't pay a lot of attention to them. And then I get home and Star Wars, or yeah, it was StarWars.com that announced the Enoch and Night Troopers set. I'm like, I want those guys. Why can't I get those in 6-inch? Yeah, we're 50. We can't see 1/18. They've only been messing with 6 for 20 years, 25, something like that. Leads to suffering. Solo leads to Chewie, leads to Leia, Leia leads to Luke, Luke leads to Vader, Vader leads to suffering. I see what y'all did there. Is Street Sharks part of the Collector Con? Because Collector Con's Thursday, not Friday. Or is this separate from that and they're going up Friday? I haven't looked into Street Sharks. I probably won't talk about it because Street Sharks. You know what? I toyed with the idea of getting was there a deluxe Return of the Jedi Boba Fett that came with a Sarlacc display piece with the tentacles? Because one, Boba Fett would be a nice one-off in the Hot Toys, the very, very small Hot Toys collection. But then the Sarlacc could be used with my 6-inch stuff, my 1/12 scale stuff. Put them up in the tentacles. And I have a 3D printed skiff to put it all over it. So yeah, that would make a neat display. But prices on those just went whoop, 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 whoop. Well, yeah, Veeb says he's all in on Street Sharks. He's been waiting for Street Sharks. See, I don't think I saw it earlier. Did anybody say if these were re-releases or new sculpts? Vin Diesel says Street Sharks existed, so I'm going to go with Groot. Oh, well, of course there is. Sons of bitches. Just 15th is the day I'm recording the so I miss half the stuff. Of course. Street Sharks are new. They've got updated articulation. Cool. Street Sharks are about family. Greetings to Honduras. Street Sharks are originsified or origins-ified. I got it. They have new origins articulation by looks of video Google. Are you telling me what to do? I don't like Street Sharks in the first place. Why am I going to Google it? Because I'm Googling. Because I got to know now. Walmart Street Sharks. Oh my God. Why? The complete series DVD. Okay. Oh, thank you, comicbook.com, for not making your pictures clickable. Okay, I see it. They are origins-ified. Oh, okay, cool. We can do this. Pow, pow, pow. Just jump. Okay. They do look... Okay, hinge and swivel. Probably hinge and swivel. Swivel. What is that? Is that a single knee? Probably. Hinge and swivel at the ankle, probably. Check out the second theme song to Street Sharks. I bet it doesn't beat that Avengers cartoons theme song at all. Whenever I think of hot theme songs, there's a bunch of 80s stuff. Yeah. Oh, Galaxy Rangers was pretty hot. But yeah, that Avengers. I had the shark on rollerblades and puppet of Tiger Shark. Yeah, that's you could make them rock, 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 couldn't you? They are pretty cool. It does look like there's some movement. Isn't that slightly more open than this? Yep. Uh-oh. I got another song stuck in my head before I could lock into Galaxy Rangers. I went into Dare. Dare to believe. That's Transformers movie. Nothing beats the X-Men cartoon theme. Eh. No, that is, I like that one too. Even if I never watched the cartoon, when the no guts, no glory. In fact, I think I sung that on the last rewind, didn't I? Bionic 6 never existed. I don't know what that is. Then there's this guy. Is this the drill shark? The dreaded drill shark. No, is this one of the enemies or something? That's not actually a shark because these are the good guys, the sharks against the other creatures. These are pretty cool, but I can look at the pictures and say they're cool, but I don't want them. M.A.S.K. I don't remember a lot of Jason the Wheeled Warrior either. I kind of, but not definitely not the song. Wherever there's trouble. Silver, 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 silver hawks. Whenever somebody says this, hey Robo, huge fan, finally catching a live stream. Your vids really inspired me, and my figure Lego collection has now exploded in size. Keep up the awesome content. I always have to apologize for that because I'm sorry for all your money going into toys, but there's worse things. Orbots. I seem to maybe that's something I've heard of later. Okay, Turtles theme is iconic too. I remember Jason French. That's where I first saw it. Yeah. Captain Planet theme. The only thing I remember about that is I am Captain or something like that. I am Captain Planet. Yeah, Lego ain't cheap. And you can't blame me for Lego. I don't look at any Lego. There you go. Tiger sharks. Okay. Where were we? Where were we? Not looking at street sharks. That's where we were. Making me Google street sharks. Look it up. Oh, great. I went back to the, dang it. I went back to the Walmart CollectorCon stuff. Okay, so, okay, Thursday and Friday. I'm going to have to look for that. Captain Planet, he's the hero, going to take pollution down to zero. I ended up with 2 because you can get 2 looks from it, right? Take some stuff off, put some stuff on. He's a #1 super guy. Gummy bears, I kind of missed. Muppet Babies. Muppet Babies, I remember I did watch, but it was like the first cartoon in the morning to get to the other cartoons. So I'd watch it, but I wasn't a big Muppets kid. Okay. It's Cable, DCUC, Azrael, and Batman 2-pack. We left the show. We broke down, left the show, started heading back, hit a lot of Walmarts and Targets that we missed on the way up. So I found, what did I find? I found AEW Unrivaled, Brian Cage, and Powerhouse Hobbs. Now, I don't collect wrestling figures. I don't. But these were on clearance for $12.50. Again, for $12.50, I'm willing to pick some stuff up and see if I can make some big bruiser guys customs, because their bodies do look pretty good. And what was it? Which one was which? One has the tights. Powerhouse has the tights with the cleaner legs. So if nothing else, I can swap some parts and pieces to get a big body types. Really, I'm just looking for that perfect Alan Davis Captain Britain body. The search continues. I need to get some more Captain Britain heads just to keep putting bodies. And mod them up and have them standing there because I'm so afraid of the Captain Britain paint job on these. That costume is so many straight lines and shapes and diamonds and yeah. Are you talking about la 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 la? Muppet Babies was a CBS Saturday morning. Oh yeah. Robo, did you ever pick up the 40th Jabba re-release? Got it for $50 on Hasbro Pulse last week. Now my shelves need to be completely organized to fit them in. Yeah. No, I got the first release of that Jabba. And then later at a Comic-Con, I got the San Diego Comic-Con version of that with Salacious and the cardboard enclosure and the armrest, right? Is that what that came with? And then I got the articulated Salacious in the creature pack with the monkey that goes with the pirate, I think. So when I saw this, I did like the retro packaging, but I didn't get it because I already have two and a couple of customs. That Brian Cage needs some sun. Oh yeah, he'll look much better painted with a costume on. Am I the only one that remembers the show Dragonflies and the 97 version of Flash Gordon? That was my introduction to the character. No, I don't remember that. One day, Robo's collection will be only custom Cap Britons and Black Chrysanthemums. And I'd be so happy because I'm tearing another one of those up for the Bad Toy Store play day. We are the Chipmunks. We are the... No. Did I just throw that to the tune of We Are the Littles? Was that the Littles theme song? Alvin, Simon, Theodore, doot, 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 doot. It took a minute, but I came back around. Yeah, freaking nightmare. Redoing shelves is an all-day event. And dusting. I need an attachment for a hole and it turns on like a super vacuum and it just sucks all the dust out off of everything and it throws it outside. The 79 Flash Gordon animated series on Tubi. Good stuff. The Littles was okay. CHIPMUNK. Yeah, you never have to dust if you're always moving your shelves around or doing something to him and keep that room closed. That's hard to do, though, constantly moving stuff around. Talking to a friend yesterday, in short, since Hasbro owns Joe's, I would love to see more unique designs and characters that weren't in the show or books. They could do that at any time, right? In fact, they've added to it with the sniper and the predator guy and stuff like that. Aren't those newer characters? Maybe even squeeze M.A.S.K into classified, if only for just the figures. Again, I've said this before. M.A.S.K is about the only thing that could get me to buy a smaller scale. Don't get me wrong. A 1/12 scale line of M.A.S.K vehicles and figures would be sweet, but that would be a hell of a wall. That would be so much space taken. Rhino and Thunder and all those. Now when your Mafex capes or Mezco soft goods get dust, it's so annoying. That's why I found I got some glass cases for those that I've stuck the Mezco in, since I don't have a super lot of them. The Hot Toys are behind plexiglass and the Mezco's behind glass. What did I? Oh, then another Walmart. This isn't anything special. It's just what hitting right now. And it was weird to see because every time I see this assortment in the wild, the Spider-Mans are gone. So I picked up a Peter Parker or a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man because I'm going to, it was there. It was right there. It's just staring me in the face. So I thought, ooh, I'm going to get that in, either paint it or dye it to make a symbiote version. And y'all can thank me later whenever Hasbro releases that same thing, and then all my trouble will be for naught. But I do what I do. So I don't. Plus, it was just interesting to see this once again. If I've seen any Spider-Mans on the pegs since this first hit, it's been Tom Holland a couple of times, but not often. A lot of MJs. Yeah, quite a few Matt Murdochs, a few Sandmans, and then the Spider-Mans gone. I only saw the Garfunkel version. 1/18th scale, yeah, because what, they were 2-inch or something? I always forget how small those figures actually were until I run across one. Because I think I have a box of M.A.S.K in there somewhere. And when I pull them out again, it's like, whoa, these were tiny, which makes even more sense for all the vehicles we got. And it works because, yes, the vehicles were the main for that cartoon. People say that about G.I. Joe, but there was a lot of characters. And the M.A.S.K characters were the same. They fleshed out some of them, but then it was the masks and then another layer for the vehicles. So, or maybe it's because I was into M.A.S.K a lot more than G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe, I only need the characters and a few vehicles. With M.A.S.K, especially when they went racing team, that whole point of the show, right? They were racing with transforming of abilities to shoot each other down and then win the race. 1/24th. Is this case assortment getting back out there? If you dye it, make sure you paint over it so it keeps the darker color. Yeah, the dye is mostly to keep the joints thing because it's not going to dye over the paints, right? Or something like that. Or maybe I'll just paint it. We'll see what happens. Yeah, M.A.S.K became Wacky Racers in the final season. I haven't watched it since then, I don't think, but my memory and how worse it's gotten over the years, I seem to remember it being, hey, we've entered this race. Oh no, Venom has also entered this race, and there's some kind of plot to do something more dastardly than the race itself. But if we beat them in this race, Venom's going down. Condor, Vampire, Thunderhawk, vehicles that size with their figures would work fine as classified exclusives. Thunderhawk, maybe. But Vampire was the red one, right? With the blonde guy in the red costume with the mask that shot the ball bearings. My guy was always Dagger. Was that the name of the figure? Him? Name of the character or the car? The Blazer looking one, the Bronco. It armored up. It armored up so nicely. Just, and then the turret popped up. So sweet. And then Condor was the green helicopter. That was the very first toy I ever bought with my own money earned from working. So that's right. Vampire was driven by Billy Idol. I've got a Power Rangers figure that has a similar costume look to it. I just need the masked head. And then the motorcycle that came out with the Power Rangers line kind of looks like Vampire. Needs some 3D printed add-ons to it. And I could get a passable. Was his name Troy McRoy or something like that? Oh man, it's been a while. Cliff Dagger. He was my favorite. He had the fire mask, right? They had the slots like the Iron Man Mark One. Piranha was awesome too. With Floyd something, had the mustache. And after playing with it, you would push it a little bit and it would spring off. And then I think I lost the big shield on the front of the motorcycle. Floyd Malloy, that's right. Wait, Floyd Malloy was he Billy Idol? God, so many names. Well, Troy McClure, I don't know Simpsons. I know enough to know that it's a Simpsons reference, but not the quotes and everything. Okay, later, Matt. I'll stay as classy as I always do. Sly Rax. That was it. Yeah. Piranha with the porn stash and the shades. He had a pretty cool mask, too. They all had pretty cool masks. The 57 Chevy was the one, though. That was another one that turned into a very nicely armored tank-like vehicle. Firefly. That one could get confusing. Firefly. I don't remember. Okay. Which was the thing? Oh, okay. We also hit a Ross. And this was another Hurricane. Hurricane's it. That one's badass. Firecracker. Was Firecracker the truck that also popped up? Floyd Malloy. He was my favorite. He had the hair sticking out the top. And a visor. And that he had the hose on the side that shot the ball bearings. Hey, Robo, I'm fairly new to the custom game, but would it be helpful to acetone the Spidey paint off to get them down to just cast plastic and then dye? Yes. That's extra work. And it would with acetone, you got to work fast because with those raised webs, they're so thin and small that I'd be afraid to get acetone down in the nooks and crannies or kind of melt the web cells. But I guess you could go with something less acetone-y. I've got some paint remover that still makes it a little bit sticky, but doesn't do what acetone does. Manta. I have to stop now because I really want M.A.S.K at 112 scale. I know it's a tough pull. It is. I mean, that's going to be Grail material, just like Herculoids and Thundar. Firecracker was the orange truck. It popped up, but it had a lot of space under it. It was more like for popping up, and it didn't go over everything. The wheels were still in the same place, but it popped up, had the two guns out the front, and then the spare tire shot out the back and turned into a blade thing. I like the Jeep too that opened up and the boat shot that was some force. That boat would shoot the hell out. With Buddy Hayes. I'm butchering this, ain't I? Did he have the mask that was big blue visor that came down to a point? Elmer Pantywaist. We're just making up names as we go. Gator was cool. Didn't he have a southern accent? Buddy Hawks. I was close. How close was I? I had the H even. too. It was a black sports car. The wheels went on, and front flipped around, and the guns popped up, and it would shades out the front of it. Or not blades, it would shoot saw blade discs out the car. Was fun because you could play with it in different modes. Raven, there you go. Yeah, because you could just have a super fast, and then folder for a hover car. It's blinking out, isn't it? With Calhoun Burns. Calhoun. Was Raven a boat mode? Because didn't the flip down? I always used it as a flying. Is it coming back? Oh, he could do both, huh? Yeah, is it kicking out? I'm still showing the internet symbol up there, or the Wi-Fi. Changes to armed seaplane. Okay, that covers everything, doesn't it? Okay, it's easier to click the comments too, so maybe. Oh, there we go. Should be back now. It's getting better. Is it getting better? Okay. Yeah, it just seemed to dip right there for a minute. And Corvettes were cool back then. Man, that whole line was good. There were so many good things. But I never got Switchblade. That was well, okay. I didn't have Thunderhawk or Switchblade. I had Rhino, which was my Matt tracker, and then Miles and his brother in the race car, where they split off into sidecars or narrow racers, and then the middle was a crappy little plane drone thing. So someday. So if, yeah, maybe we'll see what happens. Also had, was it Julio? Like a race car where the wings flit out. It was very nice because it had wings that came out with boosters on them, or while the wheels became, propeller. You know what? T-Bob was pretty terrible, but you know what? I would still get a figure of it. Maximus Mayhem, sir. Okay, Miles and Max, right? I remember my younger brother got the Volcano one Christmas, which was later in the line. I was still a little jealous because it was massive. Volcano 1. Was that the big truck? Like the box truck that folded open? Or am I thinking of something else? Ramen Toys is making a T-Bob. And that may be tempting. I haven't got the vehicles because I'm holding off. Nah, down by the schoolyard. The Boulder Hill playset was the mountain, right? Firefly. Okay, that was what I was thinking of. It was a ridiculously lifted conversion van. Seem to remember that too. Was it? It wasn't white, was it? The scale is jumping around. He's doing a couple of different scales, and he's talked about making multiple scales. I haven't researched it enough to know for sure. Fireball Island. Purple or dark blue? Okay. I could have Googled all this, but we have 15. I'm going to run through the rest of the gets real quick because there's only 3 left. We hit a Ross at some point, and again, somebody already called this earlier in the chat. I got the I'm not buying Masters of the Universe Origins stuff, but here is Point Dread and Talon Fighter. But I'm not buying this for Origins. I'm buying this for Filmation. And once again, you can't beat the price of $15. That's a lot of plastic for $15. So hopefully I can somehow use this with my classics. Here's my plan. I like a lot of the classic stuff, but the Filmation stuff, the new Filmation stuff is a lot funner. So I'm going to use that with my classics type vehicles. So this I'm buying for the Filmation just to have more vehicles and stuff there. And I did get Stridor too, not for $4.99. That's awesome though. I think I got it for $9 or $10 at Walmart. Slingshot was the white van. I knew there was a white van. And the box art is still awesome. I mean, that's just amazing looking. But it's a big box for $15. But I say that, well, I'm going to have a shelf with my Gray Skull. The Filmation stuff in the Classics line. I do like it better display-wise. But for fun and everything else, I'm mixing and matching with the new Filmation line. Oh, did that go up for pre-order today? I haven't even looked. I got a Point Dread at Target for $7.50. Oh, dang. What are you making me feel bad? Did I spend too much money? There you go. Motu always had the best trash around the toys. It's so good looking. Ross gives me anxiety. It's almost worth the possible deals. The deals are worth it. It reminds me of the shelves at Hastings back in the day. Remember, they had so much stuff like NECA and some important. They had a Hot Toys glass case at the end there, but their shelves were always a disaster. You had to go digging through everything to make sure. I'm sure they will, but I already have this Gray Skull and it's bigger. They're not going to make it this big. The next thing I got was Walmart. At a Walmart, I found this. I didn't have the regular version of this Batman. I have the exclusive with the shadowing, which is awesome looking. But I thought, again, for custom fodder, this may work out. Like, swap the legs or use the head and the hand or arms and legs, something. I can use this. This is parts. Or maybe I'll just use it as a Batman. Well, no, like I said, I still have the shadow one. And I've never seen this on the shelf. Again, off the highway, Missouri Walmarts have the best stuff, apparently. I got my Leia and Rey lightsabers from Ross. Really? I never said I don't collect Motu. I don't collect Origins. I did Classics back in the day because Classics was years and years and years ago. And they're all in a tub until I get some shelves in here. And don't you mean muscle? Oh, we're gonna have to do a live stream with all my cards. I did a live stream. Was it with Dave a while back that I actually pulled out all my card binders, and I have a lot of the 90s card stuff. Yeah, Nightfall Batman. This just looks good. I like the lighter blues, and and we all know that because of the proportions of these, you can use certain parts for 1/12 scale. So that may be where this ends up. But last, the saying, well, I don't know if that even applies. I didn't tell anybody not to buy this figure. I just said that I wasn't going to buy this figure. But so I was going to say, do as I say, not as I do. But I'm not telling anybody what they should buy or not buy. So, but things always change whenever you see it in person, right? Especially when it's right there. You're walking into a store, you see the whole way, you're flipping through, you're like, okay. I already found a couple of other figures from the wave. I already got the ones that I wanted. Now I'm just waiting for, that now it's right here. So about this. Okay, bye. Bye, everybody. Bye. I can't click it fast enough. I'm just kidding. I wasn't going to buy this, but I did. Because seeing it in person, okay, my thoughts haven't changed. This is still the ugliest costume ever created, especially for X-Men. The orange, the blue, it just doesn't work. It was like, hey, we've done this team. What colors can we put Jean in? How about some slightly different colors that we haven't used on the other characters in the damn line? But I started looking at it. It's not going to replace, well, maybe it will. I don't know. It depends. I want to get it out of the package, but these heads are definitely useful. This one may work better on the Jean that I have. Plus, I'm interested to see another figure without an ab crunch. Just how much movement is a ball jointed waist or a dumbbell waist going to get? So, and I'm definitely not getting Cyclops because I had a chance to look at that in person the same time I found this. And I'm like, no, I like the VHS head better, or even the older head put on the VHS. But I went through all that trouble of taking the cell shading off the VHS, and it's the same figure. So I don't need that Cyclops. Magneto's still iffy. I started looking and I was like, well, maybe I could paint one of the heads blonde and use it as my Sentry head because I hate the Sentry head for Sentry. That was it, Walgreens Sentry. I took that head, put it on Willow the Wisp, which works much better because he's very, Willow the Wispy. But for Sentry, it was too almost animated style. So I'm still looking for a good head for that body. And Magneto may be it. But I've passed on it so far because I don't like the proportions on that body. I still think Magneto needs more torso. And if I swap out the torso, that's the whole point of getting that Magneto, is the big M. Quandaries. I got her too. Jean the dancing machine. I folded her and bought her too for the heads as well. This may work. I'm going to get her out of the package, see how she compares with the other. She has extra details, so I can't quite use her for my comic. Well, that's how oh, there you go. The sculpted in boot details and the hips and the belt. Some stuff doesn't match the comic look. It's definitely animated series. But the heads do look good. Oh, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. This was one of those, I'm on a spree. I might as well keep going. Plus, it's X-Men. I couldn't help myself. Boot cut? No, not a boot cut. Just sculpt. Just looks like it. And I hate to say it. No, I'm not going to say it. I was going to say they could have just painted the lines on, but no. Extra effort I will never be against. But it sure puts a crimp in me just removing those lines to use this as a comic book gene. I almost went back and got the Series 1 Storm too, because I thought, oh, I really like that face, because I saw her on the pegs too on the way down. I think at the Arkansas border, somewhere in there. I could use that on my Punk Storm, put a casting cave head on this, paint the body black, into the correct Jim Lee X-Men Storm costume color. But I didn't, because I've seen some great customs of the new Jean head with love triangle hair. Ooh, that maybe I may have to go hunt those down. Just got back from the store with a couple of goodies. Transformers #6, Bad Batch Season 2, Hunter and Omega, and Marvel Legends Doc Ock. Those are all good. Wait, Transformers #6, is that a comic? I haven't been keeping up with comics. Spider-Punk needs that Punk Storm. I have the 97 Scott. Since I missed the VHS version, he is great. I need this gene. Yes, the body is... Oh, yeah. It's finally the right size for Cyclops. He should be taller. A little more buff than the Bucky Cat body. Depending on version, I guess. If you go back to the Cockrum era, he was thin. Or even earlier than that. But I'm pretty good with what they're using for the VHS. Or the X-Men 97. Robo, what is the blue object you use as a backdrop in your videos? It's just a blue piece of poster board. Oh, well, poster board, it's a larger blue from, was it Hobby Lobby or Michael's? One of the two. It's a little thicker and it's a little bigger to cover more space. Dang, is Series 1 long gone already? I didn't want Series 1 until I saw Series 2 and Executioner and Maddie. Yeah, I don't know if Series 1 is still shipping or not, or if this Walmart's just been holding on to them for this long, but who do you have on pre-order right now? So many figures coming out. I think I have that M.A.S.K and Clone Trooper 2-pack on pre-order. I canceled the Droid 2-pack because they're going to release the Battle Droid, or Super Battle Droid by itself. Other than that, since I found these in person, I canceled. Well, hell, let's just look. What's going on here? Amazon. I don't have a lot. A lot I've been passing on to either find in person, leave it to fate, or when it releases, grab it then. Returns and orders. No, you can't see all my info behind the scenes. I have Retro Duke and Scarlet. I have the Marvel Legends Spider-Man series Hallows Eve, Scarlet Spider, and Jack-O-Lantern. I have the Marvel Archangel. Yeah, you telling me you don't want an army of 3POs battle droids? No. That's so... such a boneheaded move. One swappable battle droid head and hotcakes. That would have been an army builder 2-pack, but no. Nope. I didn't pre-order the Vamp. I don't have the room, and to me that was just a Jeep. It was the same reason I didn't get the helicopter. It's just a helicopter. The Hiss tank is a weird kind of sci-fi vibe to it. So that was cool. They'll make single battle droids next year. You know it. They've already made single battle droids, haven't they? Regular and the reddish brown. You're just a helicopter. Why stay away from wrestling figures altogether? Why not just collect your favorites? That's kind of what I do. I don't want all of them. Just what I really, really, really want. Because I'm spending money on all stuff. Oh man, Outback Storm, Psylocke, and Colossus would be awesome. Especially Psylocke, since that's her best look ever. I have the Origins, Masters of the Universe, Filmation, or Cartoon Collection, Trapjaw, and Tila on pre-order. I know that's already out in places, but I'm waiting on Amazon. And then the Marvel Select Crimson Dynamo. That's all I have on pre-order for Amazon. What do you think of the Valaverse Vanguard? It's cool. It does, but again, it goes back to the vamp. I kind of like a little sci-fi to my thing, so that just comes off as vehicle. It's neat. It's awesome, but so tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I want a 1/12 scale version of M.A.S.K to take up all the room in my room. Yeah, canceled the vamp because monetary issues. Yeah, I've canceled a few pre-orders in the past month or two, and then I'd go on a shopping spree on the way thing. But that's the thing about working shows. I made some money, some extra cash for some toys. What was I going to? Am I going to check my Hasbro pre-orders? Because I don't think there's a lot there. Oh, did they just release it? What? Whoa, 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 go back. Oh, okay. It's another Vader helmet in Obi-Wan packaging. What do I have on pre-order here? What's going on, Corey? Are you going to do a wave review, X-Men Wave 2? Now that I've got most of them, I may. It's either going to be a play day, but it may be just a review of Jean, Nightcrawler, and Goblin Queen. Which I like more than doing just one figure, but I want to get these open. I want to see what this. I definitely want to give a better look at the comparisons between the Nightcrawlers. Oh, what was I looking at? Okay, unfulfilled. I hate the way Pulse is set up. That you have to filter it and then click on every order. It doesn't just tell you what it is. Oh, seems I don't have that much. I've canceled a lot on here too. I use Pulse kind of as a backup most of the time. Okay. Oh, I have the Marvel Legends, Daredevil, and Hydro Man 2-pack because, oh, that Hydro Man is so sweet. And that Daredevil is too. I'm not a huge fan of cell shading, but that Daredevil does it right. Does it as it should be. And it skirts the line of animated and comic book style for the shading. Plus, I already have the unshaded Daredevil. I wanted the Hydro Man. It's just a bonus that I like the Daredevil as an extra too. The Pulse side and app both data sources, which makes zero sense. Yeah. Sometimes when I get on the, I can't find it here, I got to look here, or I can't find it here, I got to look here or something. What can we look forward to in the next Playdate video? Like I said, Big Bad Toy Store sent some Star Wars stuff. I'm going to do some tweaks to some things, do some weather, and go from there. But I've also got some Playdate stuff for after that, like Corey's excellent casts and paints. Oh, yes. Oh, like I mentioned, the Clone Wars Attack of the Clones 2-pack. That's M.A.S.K and a clone. Oh, I've got a Marvel Legends Scarlet Spider backup on here. I think I have a Rebel 10 Customs blue shirt with the spider on it, and I really want a Scarlet Spider to put on it, or put it on, when I didn't care too much about it in the first place. Ah, but it's just now getting lunchtime on the West Coast. You have to think about those things? I don't even remember what I said at this point. Yes, it does take a while to get to play days, especially when I'm out of town. But, you know, a certain thunder god and a certain hairy mutant. Those are not good clues. Those aren't sneaky clues, are they? Those are pretty damn specific. Yeah, and I'm probably gonna keep premium for that, for the stuff I get from there and the exclusives stuff. Yeah, having that head start on those. But I'm gonna end up canceling. Oh no, wait. Here's Star Wars Black Series Mace Windu and Clone Trooper. What the hell is this Attack of the Clones 2-pack? I've already forgotten what I've ordered. Let's see. Did I forget to cancel the... I did. I still have those droids on pre-order. I need to cancel that. I'm canceling it right now. Live. Oh, no longer interested. And really the Mason clone, it's just a different clone color and Mason, different costume. But yeah, the bad koala sculpts. Do you own any Red Hulk figure? I don't own any Red Hulks, I don't think. Unless, wait, I do have the Build-A-Figure. That's McGinnis style. Was that a Build-A-Figure back in the day? I never got my Blue Beast Man with the doctor's coat. Did he release? Did that gray? Was that gray that released? Or did I? Don't cancel. 3PO! 3PO! What's your usual hunting route? In my area, there are 5 Walmarts that I can make a circle in about an hour. If I just run in Garden Center and hit the toys and run back out. Then there's one Target and a couple of GameStops that aren't usually open whenever I'm out and about. What's this last order? Okay, Mace Windu. Oh, and then HasLab Giant Man. I'm canceling that. Give me my... No, it's already paid for. I'm keeping it. So yeah. There are people in this chat younger than that Build-A-Figure Red Hulk. Oh, okay, so there was a Blue Beast with lab coat? Oh, it came with a different head, right? I ended up getting a Mythic Legions Moose and Black Horse on sale. Am I going down a dangerous path? From what I hear, yes. Yes, Mythic Legions is a dangerous path. I'm not getting in comics right now. I've keep meaning to go try some, but damn it. I have a hard enough time finding time to play with toys. Yes, I'm finally going to open Galactic size comparison with John. Okay, that's 2 hours. I've been dragging this on way too long, haven't I? Lunchtime. Who gets a who gets a 2-hour lunch? One of the first ones with pinless tech, if I recall correctly. But yeah, I've got to get off and edit a Veebs video. He did his first of the month with Flynn, so that's going to be going up tomorrow. And then he has another one for next week with some Dungeons and Dragons flavor to it. And then I don't know what I'm going to do for early next week. The rewind's going to be, that's going to swamp the rest of this week. But I may break over the rest of these X-Men 97s and look at that. Marvel Legends has my attention at the moment. Because my Trap Jaw hasn't posted. Play any video game. I've been playing with a couple of my best buds. I've been playing GTA and Red Dead for many years. But I did just get Helldivers too. So I've played a couple matches. I'm completely useless. The rest of the team has to carry my ass for the. I'm just like, aliens, robots. No, too much stuff. Everything going on. I'm gonna try it out a little bit more because I did get a PlayStation 5 finally. That was kind of a birthday type thing because it was my birthday. Dang it. So we'll see. For democracy, I am. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna let y'all get back to work or do whatever you were doing. I appreciate. I don't know the word appreciate apparently, but I appreciate everybody coming by and hanging out and just talking about toys. That's what it's really just about. I just excited about the stuff I got. I've been away from the internet for a week. I'm just doing my part. I did jack shit. That's what I'm doing. Come pick me up in Los Santos. They did, while I was gone, they did drop the Clucking Bell missions. We gave those a shot last night, so we'll see where that goes. But then I'm getting into Helldivers and playing more Red Dead because the PS5, there is an upgrade to it. You can kind of see further out, and man, the graphics on that when a thunderstorm comes rolling in, so beautiful. But yeah, everybody take it easy. Have a good night, rest of the week. I'll see you Saturday, Friday if you're on the Patreon. Click the, got to do all the spiel, huh? Got to click the Big Bad Toy Store link in the description. Order some stuff, pre-orders, whatever you want to do. Or don't, whatever. I'm not pushing anybody to do anything. You can do whatever you want. It's your hobby, your toys, your decision making. But I will see everybody very, very soon. Maybe we'll do this more or not. I don't know. I'm just I'm just trying to find this link for the outro. Wait. Did y'all comment some more? Okay, yeah. Have a good one later. Remember, have fun. That's the important thing. That glitchy for anyone else? Did that not upload right? People were saying they had a problem with the intro too. Or maybe it's my internet. I don't know. But I just wanted to wave by. I did kind of cut that off like, hey, that's the important thing. Fade. But